Hey everybody out there, you're tuned in to 91.8 The Fan, and my guests are so eager to introduce themselves that I think you guys should just go for it.
All
Yeah,
right.
you go first since you start with an
I'm
A.
really excited about this. Hi, I'm Ayu. And he's drinking water. Okay.
I
What,
didn't know
did you
I
think my
didn't
name
know.
was going to be longer than
Well,
that?
I thought you'd say what you
Hi,
do or
my name is
anything.
Ayu Sakata. I'm the writer and colorist for Pineapple Teriyaki. There we go.
Nice. Hi, my name is Micah Solusod, and I draw for Pineapple Teriyaki and stuff.
And stuff.
Yes.
And
Hello.
stuff. Yeah, thank you guys for coming on the show. I just want to say for all the listeners out there who miss the behind the scenes stuff because you can't listen. These two are hilarious together. They were running like I don't know if you guys live in an apartment or a house or whatever, but they were running across the room trying to Twitter and Facebook as quickly as possible.
We're forward thinking, I swear.
Yeah. No, I'm at Micah's place right now.
Yeah.
I think you guys can develop a new sport with that, like Facebook, Twitter tag.
Tweeting.
Yeah, speed tweeting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tweeting?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, anyway.
I apologize for Micah.
I don't.
Well, now for my listeners out there who might not necessarily be familiar with what both of you guys do, I know that you guys work on a comic together, and could you explain how that all came about?
So back in the day when I was like in class and super bored, I just started drawing all these random characters and never did anything with them. And then after I knew Micah for a while, one day he mentioned that he drew, and I looked at some of his art. I was like, "What the bleep, man? You're good. Here, draw this comic that I've been thinking about." And then, weirdly enough, he actually said yes.
Yeah, and then Ties That Bind happened.
Yeah, because he did a lot of pencil work, and so one day I just like colored his stuff because I was bored just to see how it would look, and it turned out not terrible.
Yeah, we were like, whoa, man, we make a pretty good team, and
Yeah.
and decided, making a comic would be pretty awesome.
Well, now I have to wonder, you made most of the characters, but does he have any input on like what happens, or do you take
No,
do you take full?
pawn.
Oh, okay.
That's mean. He does have some input on like the designs and stuff.
Yeah, I have artistic liberties and license with the characters, because I have to draw them, and if I don't
Yeah.
like something, I'll be like, no, I'm gonna change this to make it easier.
Pretty much.
But yeah, but the story, she writes the story because I'm not very forward thinking.
Like I am.
Well, you're better at fooling people.
Oh, it's true. You probably shouldn't be drinking that water. You're gonna choke on it.
I almost drenched my microphone in water.
Awkward.
It was blessing, yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't die on air because they're gonna blame me for it.
But it would increase ratings.
yeah, it's
That would definitely be a thing.
publicity.
Yeah.
And then your family will be after me asking me to pay for the funeral.
Yes.
God.
But that's a bonus. That's a feature.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Please stop me.
I don't even know what you're saying.
Well, okay, for the listeners out there who have never seen the comic before, can you guys give us a rundown of the story, like what's happening in it, or what kind of genres it touches upon?
Sure thing. It's a fantasy action series, so there's a lot of fighting involving magic. Ta-da! That was easy. The basic idea is that everyone in this world knows how to use magic, and then recently a couple people have been born who can't use magic and who aren't affected by magic, and no one's sure why this is happening or anything like that. So the main character, Eon, who's like a soldier for the government or whatever, winds up on an escort mission to take one of the girls somewhere safe because people are after her.
That's a really cool story. I'm going to assume that you guys have a lot planned out for it. Do you have like an ending though planned out for it? We don't want
Yes.
any spoilers, but
No, the whole thing is planned out. We actually finished planning it about. It's a really intense, long project for us.
Yeah, when she said she was designing the character, she meant when she was in college, which was like 4 or 5 years
A million
ago.
years ago.
Yeah, so it's been a long-term project, definitely.
well, I kind of have to wonder because, when you look at something for so long and you work on something for so long, are you ever like, God, I wish I could do something else. Jesus. Like
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes. I mean, we do have side projects that we work on to keep us sane and also
Yeah.
Make money.
That too. This isn't the only project I'm writing, though. Actually, I run Sake Visual, which makes visual novels and stuff. So I'm always writing like 2 or 3 things at the same time. So that tends to keep things pretty fresh for me.
Mhm.
Okay, that's good because I I feel like when I work on like one thing, I always
Yes.
I feel like I can always get sort of burnt out if I work on just one thing. I always have to like multitask and do several different things.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Definitely.
Now, one thing that my producer informed me before he went to go fight off evildoers at the theme park is that you guys actually share. Seems like we're
Yeah,
Yes.
this is really exciting.
Definitely.
yes, love
Um,
love technology. But I think we're going to go to a short break really quick to see if we can sort this out. It seems like Skype is
Yeah.
acting up, and the internet is like, "Hey, I want to ruin your interview because you're having way too much fun for me." The internet's just not cool enough to keep
Yeah,
up with it.
well, I
Enemy of
mean,
fun.
this you can't stream fun.
No, you can't.
Yeah. So
Unless
keep
you're streaming the band.
That's
so
different.
keep it tuned to 91.8 The Fan, where we play everything you want and nothing you don't. Hey, everybody out there, you're tuned in to 91.8 The Fan, and I apologize for technical difficulties. But hey, what you gonna do? Apparently, the internet just doesn't like fun as much as we do.
Boo.
It's sad.
Boo.
But what I was trying to ask you guys before we got interrupted, curse you interwebs, is that my producer informed me before he was off fighting evildoers at a theme park that you guys got a chance to voice in 2 shows together.
Yeah.
We've been in a couple shows together actually, but I'm assuming he's referring to Dead Man Wonderland.
Yeah, recently.
Dead Man Wonderland and Shangri-La were the 2 that.
Oh
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
In Dead Man Wonderland, we play these albino twins who are
Yeah.
kind of these crazy assassins in the manga, and they speak in unison, which is
All
really
the time.
awesome.
It's fun. Yeah, go ahead.
And you want to talk about your part in Shangri-La?
Oh yeah, and then Shangri-La, I play this girl named Mikuni, who she's this waif little white-haired, heterochromatic-eyed girl who lives in the dark and kills people with her mind. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
And you should all get it. It's coming out later this month, actually.
Mhm.
So if you like shows about economics and carbon trading, question mark. And also stuff with like Murata art because he did all the character designs,
Yes.
and it's very pretty. Anyway,
Or
yeah.
if you want to see me get beat up a lot, whipped, and essentially be the whipping boy.
Yeah, Micah.
And the servant boy for Lady Gaga. Then pick it up.
Yeah.
It's
Fun
kind of
show.
It was funny because my character Shion, he's every line and it's an interesting scene where he's supposed to, I guess she sends him there essentially to die, but somehow he makes it out
Yeah,
alive.
he escapes with his
'Cause
life.
he's
I don't
sweet.
kill him with my mind.
Yeah, he's sweet and honest.
I'm just going to go on record that neither of the characters, or actually none of the characters you described sound very pleasant. they all
No,
sound
probably
very-
not.
Yeah.
She does get better in the end. Like she stops killing people with her mind, but she starts out pretty nuts.
My character still gets beat up throughout the
Yeah,
entire
I feel bad
show.
for him.
There's one scene where my character brings some tea to his mistress, and he's like, "Oh, this will help with aromatherapy," and she like grabs the teapot and throws it at his face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, come on,
Poor kid.
have some."
No, when you have to do sounds where you're reacting to like, I don't know, burning tea on your face, how do you like pull that out of your throat? Like, what is the inspiration or what have you for that?
Well,
So the director sends the engineer out with a cup.
yeah, he's like, the director asks, "So do I need to come in there?" And usually you say no because you're afraid of what might happen.
No, I'll get it.
And that fear usually drives you to do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Or at least for me.
Well, no, I've kind of heard quite often that going into the booth is really good therapy, especially if you're having a bad day. You can just channel it out.
Yes.
Speaking of good therapy, you should watch Shangri-La for Heather Walker's character, who all she does is scream.
Yes, her character just
And yeah,
there's no
so
talking, just
she just
screaming
screams all the time,
at the top of her
everything.
lungs.
So there's another good reason to get Shangri-La.
Yeah.
There you go.
Being in the booth is therapeutic. There's a show that I just recorded for where my character's always angry at the main character and like chokes him and swings him around by the feet. Because he's a troll.
Yeah.
And my character's just like, I've had enough of your nonsense. So it was really therapeutic. It's like, all those childhood memories that you had. You're able to release it's and then your director calls the cops because you get a little too into it and start foaming at the
Voice
mouth.
only, Micah.
Oh, sorry.
You don't actually have to act it out.
Right, yeah. I forget about that sometimes.
Well, here's the thing. That's cheaper than hiring a therapist, and you get paid for it. I mean,
It's paid therapy.
There
Yes.
you go.
Man, this makes me sound like a
as
terrible,
long as it
insane
entertains
person.
people, I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
well, since both of you seem really animated, do you guys ever have trouble when you're in the booth, like maybe knocking sort of like maybe the stand accidentally or like
Um.
I feel like somebody has a story.
You asked this question. You wanna go?
I was recording for a show, and my character fights a lot. And he beats people by punching them in the face. So, if you get into the scene and you throw a punch, sometimes you realize, hey, there's a microphone in front of you, and the engineer kind of looks at you like he wants to kill you for touching the mic.
Yeah, rule number 1, never touch the mic.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, at least you didn't break it, right?
No, although I did accidentally punch myself once.
Oh my God.
I got excited and my hand hit the edge of the headphones and it kind of like yanked it off and
That's good. Way to go.
yeah, I think they kept it for the outtakes too.
Oh,
which
nice.
is-
Even better.
I'm hoping that they don't because that'll be very embarrassing.
Well,
but-
you just told everyone about it anyway.
yeah, but they won't hear it.
Okay, sure.
I just imagine him leaving a booth with like a big shiner on one of his eyes now.
You'd be surprised.
Every time he comes home, who did this to you? Oh, it's just at work.
Yeah, for what was it? Shikabane? Didn't they have the Make Micah Cry game?
No.
No, that was Ride Back?
That was Ride
Ride
Back.
Back,
Ride
okay.
Back, yeah. Terry Doty and the engineer working on that show had a fake tally of how many times they could make me quote unquote cry. So every time they'd pick on me and I'd be like, you guys are so mean. They'd tally it. And then I'd come home with the daily score, which is usually fairly high.
Did they win
They were
anything?
very competitive.
They won self-esteem,
Bragging rights.
I guess.
Micah's
you know,
tears.
confidence in themselves, the alpha male
Yeah.
sort of mentality.
A gold star that says you tried.
Not as big of a jerk
Not
as
as big
you
of a
could
jerk
be.
as you could have been.
Well, here's an interesting question. Since you guys seem to voice a lot of very interesting, evilish characters, are there any types of characters that you've ever wanted to voice that you haven't gotten a chance to do so yet?
Wow, that's a question. Weirdly enough, I never really voiced the stereotypical schoolgirl. As of now, I've done a lot of young girls and some adults and some boys even, but I've never been able to do like the hyper energetic schoolgirl type character, which is weird because there are a lot in anime, and I just never do that. I don't know.
You're
So
not.
it'd be interesting to try.
You're not giving it enough kawaii desu.
I know I'm not kawaii enough.
You're not ugu enough.
I don't have the moe necessary to make it happen.
And it's funny too. I think the picture I see on the internet of you the most is you're in some sort of uniform.
Yeah. I wear a lot of outfits that look like uniforms because I think they're cute, but I guess the voice type just doesn't match. Yeah. What about you?
I have never played an ugu type character either.
I would love to hear you voice a schoolgirl.
Yeah, me too. No,
Do it now.
no.
Do it now.
No.
Do it now.
Shh, I'm
Do it now.
talking.
Do it now.
I'm trying
Do it
to
now.
answer her question. You're being so rude and interrupting.
He can do it after.
Yeah,
Okay, you're gonna do it after this question.
I'll forget that.
I'll remember.
I'd like to play a villain. I think it'll be different and interesting. Because I always play the flustered characters or characters who die. Apparently.
Yeah, a lot of your characters die.
They do.
Or come very close.
Have you been practicing your evil laugh?
No, but I actually got to do an evil laugh for a show that I worked on just recently. My character sort of snaps and goes insane, and that was a lot of fun. And afterwards, my director's like, "We need to cast you as a villain sometime."
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that happens eventually.
You should share it with us, but as a schoolgirl. Do it now.
Ugu.
Okay, since we're recording this, I'm totally gonna use that in a promo one day.
Yeah.
Oh no, I made him cry. I don't want to compete in this cry tournament. I think we're gonna get a few tissues here, and we're gonna take a break for that. Hopefully, you guys out in the listenership world, you haven't laughed so hard that your brains explode. So make sure to keep it tuned to 91.8 The Fan. Everything you want and nothing you don't. Up next is Kyrie Pamu with Pon Pon Pon. Hey everybody out there, you're tuned in to 91.8 The Fan. You missed it. We were thinking of the worst concoction ever to sell to you guys at a low price.
It was gonna be great. It's an all-you-can-eat tofu bar with all the fixins.
Yeah.
Fixins, not fixings.
No, fixins. Because, when one of them is spelled with a Y, F-Y-X.
Fixins with a little apostrophe at the end. And we're trying to figure out what sort of fixins you put on tofu. And all we could come up with was, more tofu.
Yeah, tofurkey bacon bits.
And soy cheese.
And soy cheese product.
Yeah.
I'm just reminded of coupons. Can you use coupons and not coupons at the
coupons?
fixins?
Someone just said that at the con I went to.
Coupons. Coupons.
Yeah, I heard coupons, and partridge in a pear tree.
And yes, we will be giving away coupons for the tofu bar.
I heard. Great. I think the first place I heard coupons was Ron White of the, Jeff Foxworthy and all them. He's the one who always smokes. He's the first. He's the first one who I know used that phrase, and ever since. Me and my mom are always like, "You got your coupons?" Yep, I got my coupons.
Oh man!
Wow.
So, coming soon to a town near you, tofu bar.
You guys should premiere it at a convention.
Oh yeah, we'll do that at MatsuriCon.
At like a maid cafe there.
Yeah. Instead of ice cream and pie, it's you can have steamed tofu, or natto.
Oh, with natto!
Natto,
oh my
maid
God.
Cafe!
No.
Yeah!
I'm done.
Yeah!
I'm done.
Well, before you're done, can you explain, what conventions you have coming up? You mentioned Matsuri, but do you have anything else throughout the year?
Yeah. Well, what do you have?
The weekend right after Matsuri, I have a table at Anime Fest. I'm not a guest there. But I will be selling in the dealer's room all the games and the comic. Hey, full circle.
Hey.
Whoa. The comic that we're working on, we're selling the printed version of the first chapter, along with some nice bonus materials and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in Dallas, come to Anime Fest, come see us.
Yep, and MatsuriCon will both be guests there in Columbus, Ohio, in 2 weeks.
2 weeks? A week and a half.
Week and a half, yeah.
So soon.
So if you're in that area, come by and say hi.
Yeah, that would be cool. If you're not in the area, you could still say hi. We wouldn't know.
Yeah, come by. Even if you're, in Australia, come to Columbus, Ohio.
Don't believe it. What the?
Well, if they don't have enough money, can they say hi on your Facebook and your Twitter and all that jazz?
I suppose so, but that makes them less cool.
Oh, that hurts.
Well, it's kind of true.
Oh, that's mean.
No.
Yeah, come say hi.
Yeah, either way, say hi to us.
Any way you please. Except don't come to my apartment.
Yeah.
Do not do that.
Don't do that.
That would be weird.
Very.
Well, I always tell them to stalk in a nice way. So you might see some very nice stalkers outside your apartment. They might fix your bushes or, clean around or
Don't do it outside mowing the lawn right now.
Are you a stalker?
Hi.
Are you a stalker? No, I don't think he's a stalker.
Nah.
he might just be doing a nice stalking deed. You never know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Are you a nice stalker? He's not answering me. That's okay.
It's okay. He's watching.
You should be watching.
Oh.
So what places can they find you on the internet? Can you list a few of? Because I know you guys have quite a few Facebook, Twitter things out there. So
we are all over the internet. Yeah. What's your Twitter name?
My usual internet username is MyOceanEyes. So if it's on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, etc., DeviantArt and stuff.
MyOceanEyes. My spelled M-A-I.
Yeah, M-A-I and then Ocean Eyes.
Yeah. My Twitter is soy milk pudding.
No wonder you guys want to open a tofu bar.
Yeah, for the record, I actually do like tofu when it's prepared correctly. Just the idea of an all-you-can-eat bar just seems terrible. And then on Facebook, you can find me at Ayu Voice, AYU Voice. Mm-hmm. And we've got other stuff. Oh, if you want to read our comic, since that's why we're here.
Yeah.
MicahSolusod.com/painapple.
Painapple, P-A-I-N.
P-A-I-N like pain.
Apple.
Apple.
Yes.
It's a joke actually, based on some Japanese candy we found flavored like pineapple because the PAI is the pie. So for them, it's pineapple.
Yeah.
But it looks like pineapple.
It's pineapple.
It's pineapple, but yeah. Anyway, now you know how we got our name.
Ta-da.
It was kind of funny because I was getting one of my staff members to Twitter and Facebook about it, 15 minutes beforehand. And they're like, is it supposed to be, pineapple? And I'm like, no, it's pineapple.
It's
Pineapple? Pineapple. Pine. No, pain. And we started
It's pineapple.
We did that for like 5 minutes.
It's like a Who's on First routine.
No kidding.
So and now you guys also have your own personal websites as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Just Google in our names and
Yeah. There's MicahSolusod.com, AyuSakata.com.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you'll find us there.
Yep.
Or not, depending if the server
Yeah,
is
the
down.
server goes down. You never know.
It's magic.
Well, now, for the fans out there, are there any other projects that you'd like to, pimp out to the fans, whether it's anime or commercial or art or what have you?
Yeah, well, art-wise, we're actually working on another project right now called Onairo, which is like a visual novel. It's under my Sake Visual name, but we're doing all the artwork for it. So look forward to that. If you look up Sake Visual, sake like the word sake or the drink, depending on, and visual as in the word visual. Okay, you'll find that. And then I guess what shows are you gonna be in that are coming out soon?
There's Shangri-La coming out later this month. I play Shion in that. And then I think in October, I'm not really sure, later this year, the Fafner Heaven and Earth movie is going to be coming out, and I play Kazuki Makabe in that.
Woo!
Yeah.
He's cool.
It'll be awesome. And there are a few other shows coming out this year that haven't been, officially announced
Yeah.
for cast
They're
lists and
secret.
stuff, but I'm in those. And
Yeah.
stay tuned. Yeah.
Well, we know that there are snipers outside your window just waiting
Yeah,
for you to
the
slip.
Yeah.
ninjas are totally on top of us, but not on.
Not literally on
not,
top of us.
They're not sitting on me right now.
It's probably that guy mowing the lawn. He's probably
my
the one.
God.
Oh,
Are you a
it all
ninja?
makes sense now.
He's gone. He's gone.
It's the Funimation Ninja.
Oh my gosh, they're
If
spying
we
on
tell
us.
them the show that we're gonna be in, he's like,
It's probably because I posted on Facebook. They're like, "Oh man, we gotta make sure he doesn't say anything stupid. Let's make him cry again."
still an ongoing
Let's
game.
beat him
Again.
Well, since we're nearing the end of this interview, I was wondering if you guys would be willing to participate in a 91.8 The Fan tradition.
Okay.
Okay, this is the bump part.
I like how we act like we don't know what's coming next.
Yeah, you guys know what's coming next.
Surprise me.
Well, we could just tie you up in a chair and then feather you and take pictures and put them up on the website.
That is a weird tradition.
Don't surprise me anymore. Surprising is not good anymore.
Not that kind of surprise. Sorry.
Basically, we ask if you'd be willing to say, "Hello, my name is, I do this." You guys can say whatever you want there, Ugu voice or not, or whatever you want to put there. And you're tuned into 91.8 The Fan. The difficult part, though, is there's two of you. So I don't know how you want to organize that.
How about we go
Hi,
I'm Micah. We're Pineapple Teriyaki.
and you're listening to 91.8 The Fan. Yeah, okay.
Alright.
I love how we're doing this in the corner, but everyone can still hear us doing it anyway.
No. We're turned away. You can't.
You can't. Yeah, if we
can't.
look away from the mic, clearly they can't hear us.
It's true.
That'll do it.
Yes.
So whenever you guys are ready.
All right. Okay. Hi, I'm Ayu.
Wait.
Oh, you're not. You're not ready.
No.
What? Do I have to count down?
All right.
Hi, I'm Ayu.
And I'm Micah.
We're Pineapple Teriyaki, and you're listening to
91.8 The Fan.
It was almost in unison. Let's do it
Almost,
again.
yeah.
Let's do it again.
Well,
Hi.
I didn't know your timing, so I was like, oh. Anyway. Here we go.
Hey, I'm Ayu.
And I'm Micah.
We're Pineapple Teriyaki, and you're listening to 91.8 The Fan.
Believe it.
What was that?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Ugu.
There we go.
Moe desu.
Yes.
And this is why I'll never be a schoolgirl.
This is why I'll never be a schoolgirl.
You know what? I think there's a way for you guys to be schoolgirls. I know the perfect way.
No.
There,
Now in unison.
there is this game we play with the staff. It's a D&D-esque game. It's called Made RPG.
Uh-huh.
One person is the master of the mansion, and everybody else is like a maid. And some maids are like vampires and aliens and robots and have weapons. But if you guys roll, you guys could totally just roll a schoolgirl maid. You can make a schoolgirl maid, and then you could act out as schoolgirls.
That's
Dude.
legit.
That's terrible.
What? Can I be an old man schoolgirl?
Do you want to
maid?
be an old man schoolgirl
There
maid?
is a cross-dressing one, and there.
Ah!
My dad's shoe.
Kakawari.
I've played it at conventions before. We actually do a panel that's a little bit like it, where you can make your own anime character and make your own anime. But that is the essential way that you guys should do that. Plug.
Sounds like fun.
I'm gonna go and write my fan fiction now.
Ugh.
Perfect. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the listeners out there?
Don't read his fan fiction.
Thank you guys for listening to
Thank
us.
you
and,
so much.
We really appreciate the support and all that.
Yeah,
stuff, so-
read a comic.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Simple, sweet, easy to do. And this interview was a ton of fun. Thank you guys so much.
Not a
Not a
problem. Thank
problem.
you.
Yes, lag, love it. Anyway, for those
Okay.
people out there that missed any of this interview, shame on you. This was hilarious and a little bit strange. But you can find it on the website within the next few days, so keep your eyes peeled to 918thefan.com and your ears tuned to 91.8. And up next is 2 a.m. with I Was Wrong.